Well, I am Loren Jones. I am one of two policy co-chairs for the National Positive Women's Network USA. My reason for being at the HIV housing conference today is because I've had a long time interest in both homeless issues, poverty issues, and HIV. I have to admit, from coming from a standpoint of self-interest, I have been homeless during the past years. More than 20 years ago, I was actually homeless on the streets and lived outdoors. So I know what it's like to be outside and homeless. I know what it's like to live in other people's houses. And I know what it's like to be finally successfully housed. I also know the challenges of being HIV positive, homeless, and a female. The reason that I come to these kind of conferences, and this one is unique in that it gives me the opportunity to work on both issues that I'm very passionate about. My number one hope is that we can get the advocates that are involved in both those issues to work together, since they're so entwined. I think everybody that works on homeless and housing issues considers homelessness to be a human right. By the same token, everyone that works on HIV or AIDS issues considers healthcare to be a human right. That being the case, it would be a much better use, I think, of everyone's time and energy if we worked on those two topics together. And one of the main things that we need to do is to empower our community, because that is, after all, where we have the numbers. We have large numbers of people that are homeless. We have large numbers of people that are HIV positive and poor. And if we put those voices together, I think we would have a voice that would have to be heard. And I think the best way to start to achieve that is to allow space, not just as large conferences such as these for people that are semi-professional to come together and talk, but to provide more local grassroots voices for people to practice using their voice, to hear what they have in common with the people that are considered to be professionals, and to use their own stories in order to bolster the facts and statistics that a professional can bring to the conversation. So I think the more empowerment we have as a community, the better off that we're going to be and the more successful we're going to be.
Anyone you want to give a shout out to back home?
Oh, I want to give a shout out to all the Sisters in Positive Women's Network that I know are in various places taking on various aspects of this issue. And the one question that we will be bringing into the community is, what does this issue mean in terms of women? How are the women that are HIV positive impacted by both homelessness, inadequate housing, and HIV?
Good.
Okay.